Hello, Myrtle Beach Elementary parents, and welcome to the training on Raz-Kids. Raz-Kids is a program that we use here at Myrtle Beach Elementary in 2nd and in 3rd grade. And this program combines both nonfiction and fictional texts. Through this program, your children will read an engaging book that's on their level. And their level is selected by their teacher based on how they scored on map testing and where they're currently reading in class. Now, to access this program, it's a little different than the others. You have to type in the URL, which is www.raz-kids.com. After you type in the URL, your child will go to the green button where it says Kids Login. And they actually don't have a username and password for this site. They just have to know their teacher username. And I'm going to use mine for this training. And mine is K Reddington with a 0. And once I type that in, I'll be brought to the screen where the entire class is listed. Your child will find their name, and they just need to click on it. Now, when they log in to their account, they will see a section that says Reading Assignment, and they also have a section that says Book Room. Now, if you look up in the top right corner, you see a section where it says Parents. You can actually click on this link, and it will take you to an option where you can type in your email if you would like to have access to your child's progress reports and what they're reading and how they're doing on the quizzes along the way. Their teacher just needs to approve that, and then you can have access to everything they do with this website. Now, once your child logs in, the first thing that they are going to do is they're going to go into their reading assignment. And if you look up here, it shows the level that they are currently reading at and what they're working towards. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this level is selected by the teacher, but the teacher is given progress reports along the way so that they can monitor and adjust their level as needed. Now, if you look over here, you see the options of many books. There's an ear, which allows your child to listen to the book. There's an eye, which they can click to read the book independently on their own. And then this question mark shows that there's a quiz given after the reading to determine their comprehension of what they just read. Now, listening to the book is a great idea to help build your child's fluency. And then if they are struggling with the text, they can listen to it more than once. Then they can practice their own reading by reading it independently and take the comprehension quiz on their own. Now, if I go to click on this book, I am brought to the page where your child can read this book on their own. Now, if you see, they can click through it, and if they were to select the one where it would read to them, as soon as they would open the book, the audio would start to play and they could listen to the words. Now, what's unique about this program is at the top of the screen, there are different tools that your child could use. They actually have the option right here, if they click on the microphone, to record themselves. That way they can hear the way they're pronouncing their words, and it also will help build fluency. Their teacher could also listen to this recording to see what ways they could help them better in the future. If you go over here, they're given the option to either write, highlight, use a stamp, and this allows them to undo what they just did. Now, the highlighting tool is excellent for them if they want to take notes on what they're reading and use those notes when they take the comprehension quiz at the end. Now, I'm going to undo that. And over here is the option they're given a sticky note where they can take notes as they are reading along the way, if they're confused on something or something they just want to remember for the future. I'm going to X out of that. And the last tool is a very good tool for your children to use, and this is where they can add new words that they are unfamiliar with. They can type in the words. Using a dictionary, they can look up the part of speech, write the definition, use the word in a sentence, And also write a synonym and an antonym. And this is excellent progress for the children because this is something that we have them do along the way as they're reading in class. They can save this word or they can cancel it. Now when they save it, it's going to go into their word journal. Now if I X out of that and I go back to the assignment, it's going to take me back to the home page. Now if I see here these check marks show me that I've done the listening portion and I've also done the comprehension quiz for that text. Now after I completed the assignment for that day, I can go as a child back to my home page and I can go into something called the book room. Now the book room is filled with a variety of texts that are nonfiction and also fiction. The book room allows your child to select a book from any level. Now if you look over here, the levels are shown at the top. Double A is the easiest level, the beginning level, and then your child will be working up until the Z squared, which is the hardest level. Now, if you see the level that's sticking out, this is where your child is currently reading, but they can choose from a variety of books when they're in the book room. Now, this is a piece that the children really love because they can select any book and they might find something that's of interest to them. If you look over here where it says more books, they can also choose from Spanish leveled books, books on maybe a favorite character that they read before in Raz-Kids, any nursery rhymes, poetry books, and also sound books. Now we use the book room as more of a reward after the students finish their assignment for the day. Now another reward that the children are given with this program is they will be given a rocket ship, which will normally be over here, but we have it turned off for during the school day because the children really like to have fun with this, but we use it more as a reward system when they've mastered a certain amount of topics or completed a certain amount of comprehension quizzes. And this is motivating for the children because they can choose a rocket ship and also a robot and customize it to the way they like it. So they are given rewards based on how well they score on their quizzes and how they're doing with their reading. And at the bottom you will see there's a section for messages they may have got from their teacher, and also anything that they have earned from scoring well on their comprehension quizzes. Now this was the overview of Raz-Kids, and I strongly recommend that your children use this at home because it can really help build their fluency and encourage them to be choosing a variety of books and help with their reading comprehension. Thank you and good luck with Raz-Kids.